Today what I'm making is finally figured out how to make some apple stuff. Something about this apple butter. So I'm gonna use it all up. I'm gonna try anyway. We'll see. But I've got these pans here, that one and then that one. I like to put them if I want to put them in the freezer, and I can close them up. And I was looking up on the internet um, a recipe for just a cake mix. Like, I don't have cake mix, regular cake mix. So I found a recipe. And so I'm going to use that recipe, but I'm going to change it a little bit. She's got 2 cups of flour there. And I've got to be different. I'm going to use 1 cup of graham crackers. Just going to do that. And then the liquid stuff with this, I looked up another recipe and she was doing this with pumpkin, but I'm doing it with apple. What she did with pumpkin, I'm doing it with apple, but I am adding a can of condensed milk to this and some eggs. And then I'm adding to the flour part, I'm adding 1 cup of that, 1 cup of flour, and I'm gonna put 1 cup. I'm just gonna put 1 cup of sugar because I've got quite a bit of sugar already because I already put sugar in the apples, and then I got the sweet condensed milk, so it's gonna be pretty sweet already. So I'm just gonna do 1 cup instead of 1.5 cups, and then we're gonna do some baking powder, 1 tablespoon, 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and she had baking soda, but I looked up other cake recipe. There was no baking soda, so I don't have baking soda. So we're gonna skip the baking soda and then pinch of salt. Anyways, here we go, and let's get started. I've been wanting to make something to snack on. I'm gonna take my house coat off. It is warm enough. I already have the oven on. But so let's get started with the wet stuff. Let's get started with and then I have some butter here that I'm gonna put over top. So I want to make my idea is to make like an apple crumble. So I want to put the apple in at the bottom of a greased pan, and then put the apple mixture in the bottom, and then put the cake mixture over top of it, and then put the butter. I want to put that. I want to do it like that. But I am going to use some graham crackers because I love it. I love graham crackers. So this is going to have the wet stuff. Okay, so we're going to start with the wet stuff. Just so I know. And I don't know how much apples or how much pumpkin she used. I don't remember. But anyways, we're gonna wing it. I'm gonna see how much is here. So we might even just use one. I don't know how much apple I'm going to use. Maybe I'll do 2 cups because I'm using 2 eggs. It won't come out. So we're just making something sweet and it's going to be good. So hopefully it's going to be good. I already put I'm going to add some more cinnamon and stuff in it. I already did put cinnamon and brown sugar in there. So we're going to use white sugar for the mixture. Because I already done put the brown sugar in here. Yeah, so one of these is 2 cups. So we're going to do 2 cups. And it's going to be liquidy because I am going to put the sweetened condensed milk. And I just wanted to, I know I've used the sweetened condensed milk for, I've used it for my coffee and it's really delicious. So we are just going to mix all this up. And did I find my mixing tools that I lost the other day? I thought I lost them. I don't know. Gotta find them. I usually put them in here. For some reason, they're not in there. Gotta be in here. I mean, I could just use the could use the whisk. I'll just use the whisk. You know that? I'm just going to use the whisk. So we're going to add the eggs to the apple. I've already checked the eggs, so oh, there's one shell. We don't want the shell in there. And then we are going to check the apple cider vinegar. I did smell it. It smells like alcohol. And then I looked up to see if I did something wrong or whatever if there's something wrong with it. So basically now it is ready to take out of the apples now. It's right here. It is ready to take out of the apples now. And so anyways, I looked it up and it has a mother, like apple cider gets a mother. So I located the mother on this one. It's right there. It's like a little floaty. Okay. So that's the mother. So we want to make sure that we leave the mother in there when we drain it. We want to make sure that we leave the mother in the cider, apple cider vinegar, and then just let it sit for another month in the dark. So that's what you got to do. All right. So that's what they said. So we are just going to start with one. I'm going to put this one back in the fridge. And this is probably a cup and a half. I'm not sure. Might make something else from that. But let's put the sweetened condensed milk. It's going overboard here. It's going overboard here. Okay, so it might be enough taken out so it doesn't flow over when I'm trying to open it. Seriously. This is a ghetto can opener. You know, my son got me one that you put on the wall, but I find that it's really annoying to have too much big things. Like if they had a smaller one, that'd be a lot better. Like I think it's really annoying to have too many big tools in your kitchen. I mean, if you had a big, huge kitchen with lots of storage, that'd be a whole other story, you know? But if you're a minimalist like me, then you don't have that normally. So, I have no idea what this is going to taste like, but we're going to find out. All right. So let's put this over here. Oh, we got a little piece of the thing from the can. All right. Wash my hands, they got sticky. Okay, so I'm going to mix up this stuff right here. Well, can you guys even see? I don't have it properly set up. I don't have the stand right now. I don't have it on with the stand. I put it on there with a towel because maybe we can just put it up like this. Maybe it'll stay. Ooh, no, it won't. It's not going to stay like that. Got to put the towel down or it just slides. Let's be a whole bit. Just to see. Well, let's show you guys then, I guess. Here we go. I'm going to mix this all up. I'm going to try to do this with my one hand. I don't know if I should put the rest of the apple in here. Maybe I should put the rest of the apples in another egg. You know, a little bit, and then that sugar. Oh yeah, the sugar is going to go into the other spot, the other part. Okay, so I think I should do the other apples. Let's do the other apples. I don't know. I was already live today. I made some kitty. I made some kitty. Whatchamacallit? Kitty catnip. Kitty catnip. Catnip. Just put it in here to measure it anyway, so that everybody has the recipe. So like I said, there was probably maybe another cup and something. So yeah, it's a cup and like a third. So we're gonna put another egg, and this is just the applesauce from This is just the applesauce that came off of my apple juicing the apples that I juiced. And then I made apple cider, which is probably getting ready too. I did check it. It doesn't smell as strong as the apple cider vinegar, but it is starting to smell, and does still have bubbles. And this one here is like when I'm done this, while we're waiting for it to bake, I'm going to drain the apple cider. I'm grabbing the other egg I was going to put in. Let's use 2 more eggs because there is quite a bit of apple. And we want to make sure that our cake has some, something to stick on. So let's mix these eggs in. There. I'm kind of afraid to try it, but I want to kind of try it to see what it tastes like, if it needs anything else. Let me see. If you just taste it. Like, I want to make sure it's sweet enough and all that. Now I'm going to do vanilla. Yeah, I was going to add a little vanilla. Where did I put that? Thought I had it out. Oh, yeah, my mom gave me some vanilla. I think this was made by the Mennonites, but it wasn't in this. It was in a different, just water bottle type of thing. And so, I don't know. It smelled weird when it was in the water, when the water bottle. I put it in these jars, and so hopefully it takes the smell off. But it is Spanish artificial vanilla. So, trying it for the first time, just adding a little bit of that in here. And I was thinking of maybe adding a little bit of sugar to it, a little bit. So I might measure it. So we will just put, where is it? Like a third cup, like we're just gonna put like a third of a cup, maybe, because it doesn't really need. And I don't know if I did put a pinch of salt, but the salt accentuates sugar sweetness, you know what I mean? So if you put like a little bit of salt, which I'm just gonna do like this, and then mix that up, and then we're gonna get to, I think, oh yeah, I mixed the wet stuff in the wrong one. Okay, so here we got the mixture. Here we have the mixture. So I'm going to put that in the pans, and then we're going to put the dry stuff. Now we're going to mix the dry stuff. Let me mix the dry stuff. I want to make sure that this is dry, because I did wash them. I don't want it to be a bunch of flour stuck to the side. So we are going to use this recipe for 2 cups of stuff. So we're going to put, like I said, I want to use the graham cracker crumbs, whatever. We're going to try using 1 cup of that, which I have about 1 cup left, because I was making some other yummy desserts with it. So we're going to put 1 cup. And I don't know if the baking powder, I think it's supposed to be in the, I think the baking powder is supposed to be in the actual liquid stuff. So we're going to put the baking powder in there in a minute. And then 1 cup of flour. One cup of flour. So 1 cup of flour is about 2 handfuls in grandma style, okay? Like what your grandma would have used her hands, and she would have, 2 handsful. All right, now we need baking powder and salt. Okay, so we just need a little bit of salt in that too. And we need a cup of sugar. A cup of sugar. I think I'm going to use half a cup of white sugar and half a cup of brown sugar. Well, okay, I said a cup and a half, so we'll do 1 cup. We'll cut about 1 cup of white sugar, and then we'll do half a cup of brown sugar. It'll caramelize everything a little bit more. It'll just be more caramelized goodies. I'm just going to put a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit, and I'm just going to use my hands. I might as well put the baking powder in here. I guess it'll mix all up, so. 1 tablespoon. We're going to do 1.5 because we have a little bit more fruit here. A little bit more. Okay, let's put this away. Away. I am combining a few different recipes. I also looked at the apple muffin recipe here that Grandma used to make, or somebody in the Grandma and Nanny's family. And yeah, so I basically put, same thing. Okay, so I'll show you guys this beautiful powder here, or stuff that's going to go. So this is the mixture with the sugar, the graham crackers, and this is going to be delicious. It's going to be delicious. Okay, so that and that's going to go together, and then we're going to put some butter on top. And let's get some spices too. Let's get some apple spice. We got some apple spice over here. Oh, we got some ginger. We don't need that separately. I got the apples. We got this. We got this. See? Apple pie. And there's already apple pie spice in there, but we're going to put some more. We're going to put some of that in here. In here. And then we're going to put a little bit more of that in there. A little bit more of that in there. I love lots of cinnamon stuff, right? So we're going to mix this up. And if it tastes good, maybe I'll bring it to some people to try. Did nobody get my memo today? I mean, right now? Nobody? Nobody? Really? All right. I guess just one person watching. Well, thanks for one person watching. All right, so let's get this one. Oh, come on. I need a new whisk, too. I need a new whisk. All right, let's whisk this up. And you couldn't make muffins out of this, too. I didn't add the flour there, though. So, all right, we're going to take this out. And then we are going to grease our pans. Grease the pans. I know some people that are prepared and they get it done beforehand. Not me. I just wing it. Hello, Anthony Mark. Welcome to my channel. We are just gonna butter this up. Butter it up like you would butter up your mother-in-law. Make it all nice and smooth. I'm just making jokes. I don't even have a mother-in-law. I don't. Who needs a mother-in-law? All right, we'll do another one. I don't even know where that came from, but I've had actually one good mother-in-law, and another one she was told I'll see you next Tuesday. And then another one, she's weird. So I've had my share of Yeah. I'm going to be the best mother-in-law that any girl could ever want. Because I have 2 boys, so yeah. They're going to come home one day and I'm going to, you know, I want my daughter-in-laws to be my daughters, like my daughters, you know what I mean? That's my hopes for my boys, is like they find a good one that likes their mother. And their mother's going to like them back. You know? I think I'm going to melt the butter. I don't know how much yet, so let's just start. I know I'm using my hand. I'm using my skirt to dry off my hands. Yeah. All right, so oh no, my little jade plant went in the sink. I got that yesterday from my friend, and then I got another plant from my friend's daughter. Yeah. All right, let's pour this in here. I'm making like a crumble apple crumble kind of thing. So we're just gonna put this in here, and then we're gonna add the other stuff on top, and then it'll be like an apple crumble. I don't know if we're gonna have enough for all 3, but we're gonna try. I've never made it like this, but we're just trying out new stuff. We're just trying out new recipes and see if they work out. If they don't, well, I'm not gonna have too many disappointed people in this house. There's only me here. It's only gonna be one disappointed person. There's only gonna be one disappointed person if it doesn't turn out. Only me. So now I'd be more disappointed if my kids were here and made this and then they try it and then they didn't like it or whatever. I would be more hurt than if it's just me. All right, so let's mix it all around like this so that we can put the other stuff on top. Even it out. It's kind of like an apple cake, but we haven't even added any flour to it yet. But it's already like almost like cake tendency, but I am going to put butter on top. I wonder if I should have maybe added some cream, because I do have some cream left. Right now, you got to watch. I'm going to try to do this so you guys can see it happening. Oops, sorry. There we go. All right, so what we're going to do is just, what is that? Oh, that's just butter. I was like, what is that? Okay, so I'm just going to use my hands, dry hands, and I'm just going to grab handfuls, and I'm just going to pour it over top. And this is flour, graham crackers, and sugar. It's hard to see when you're recording where you're putting it. Just want to make sure it goes all over. Smells good already. The graham crackers, you can smell the graham crackers in it. My kitty cat's down there. She is. I just want to make sure it gets kind of everywhere. Okay, so now we're gonna add some butter, but I'm gonna melt it first. I could just do chunks, but I think I'm gonna melt it. Yeah, I'm gonna melt some butter. Might as well just use this. And I'm just using margarine. I don't have any butter right now, so I'm just using margarine. Oh, and I put some cinnamon in the dry stuff too. So this is what it looks like before it's baked. And of course, I'm not going to stay on the phone that long, so I will make a short video showing you guys when it's done. So because I'm live, I'm not going to wait that long, you know what I mean? So then people can come on here and make this thing as a recipe, and then, you know, come check it out on the small video. I'll try to attach it. So let's get the margarine. And I got a sink full of dishes got to do yet today. I went for a ride with my mom yesterday. We went to my aunt's and went for a drive. Went for a visit and helped my aunt out a little bit. And made some tamales. I bring my aunt some. I hope she likes them. Hello, hello. All right, we're gonna do this now. I'm sure we get butter on all of them. Oh, look at that. It looks like an A. A. It's double A for me because, like, my name is Anna and I'm a Canadian. A. A. Canadians like their butter. A. Just kidding. I don't know. Do you think that's going to be enough butter? I hope so. It's going to be a crumble, but I just want to move it around a little bit. Like, I want there to be a little bit of butter kind of over there. I'm just going to move it around a bit. Just give it a little bit of a, like, yeah, a little bit. To give it a little bit of action. Oh, that's a little too much over there. We'll get that over here. Okay, a little bit over there, out. And put it over here. Okay. We're not going to mess with it anymore. We're going to just put it in the oven now. The oven's already been hot for a while. And I might have to turn it up more than that. It's only at 350. I'm gonna turn it to 375 on. That's what I do. Mine is 375. All right, so it's probably, I'm just gonna put them in now. All right, so let's put them in. It's probably almost at the where it needs to be. So, and then I'll put them on for like 30 minutes and expect to see the video maybe in like 40 minutes or so. So, or maybe an hour, okay? So I'm gonna put them on for 30 minutes at the beginning and see, and then check them after 30 minutes. And we'll see. We'll see if this is a blessing or a curse. If this is yummy or disgusting. We'll see. If this is delicious or disgusting, or a blessing or a curse. I don't know. We'll see. All right. We'll see you guys in a little while when it's done. I'll see you in a bit. All right. Let's talk to you guys later. Bye. I'll be back with a small video for update.